continuation of Parrish Prophecy, and this too contains Parrish Future Prophecies, which also covers dreams from letter A through letter H. This is section 2, letter A. There's 15 dreams in this piece that begins with the letter A. There's 3 dreams about Arabs, there's 3 dreams about asteroids, there's 7 dreams about airplanes, and there's 2 dreams about Asians. The first number in this piece is the number 1. This piece is called section 2, 1 Arab Dream, or S21ARBD. In the month of April 1st, 2002, I recorded this dream in my dream book. I've seen several Arab-looking men inside a car which sat idle upon a bridge. I approached this particular car that contained the Arab-looking men, and this car drove away before I got even 10 feet to it. Then I seen a medium-sized building blow up into pieces. Panic now filled the area around me. I took out a pen out of my pocket so I could write down the 3 license plate numbers I was able to see before the car that contained the 3 men inside drove away. The 3 license plate numbers I've written down in my hand are the numbers 7, 8, and 9. The next number in this piece is the number 2. This piece is called section 2, 1 Asteroid Dream, or S21ASTD. In the month of July 18, 2003, I recorded this dream in my dream book. In this dream, I seen an asteroid or meteor that approached the Earth. I was with my mother and I was with someone else. We all were inside a house. Later, I found out that my mother and the other unknown person in the house with me had both known about the coming asteroid. And we all together prayed inside a room so that God will forgive us of all our sins. And then after we prayed, I said out loud, I want to call my wife. And then my mother told me it's too late to call her. And here's a drawing of this dream. As you see, this big object here is my drawing of an asteroid coming into the Earth's atmosphere. And here's me, my mother, and the unknown person in this dream. And as you see, we are praying for God to forgive us of our sin as this asteroid enter into the Earth's atmosphere. The next number in this piece is the number 3. This piece is called section 2, 1 Airplane Dream, or S21AID. In the month of May 19, 2004, I recorded this dream in my dream book. For the past few months, I dreamt of airplanes that crashed upon the grounds of residential neighborhoods. The first dream I dreamt pertaining to an airplane crash took place on Hawley Street. This first airplane crash dream started when my father and I were in our home. And without any warning, we both heard a very loud sound that scared us. And we both had gone to a window so we could see where this sound came from. As we looked out of the window, we both spotted 2 jumbo airplanes that both had just taken off. These jumbo planes were blue in color. As both planes flown up into the air, I then noticed that one of the planes began to behave erratically. Then this plane that behaved strangely fell back to the Earth. I felt very sad for the people who were aboard this plane, which had just fallen out from the sky. The other blue plane continued to ascend into a patch of gray clouds. Then, incredibly, this second plane also began to behave erratically. And this second plane had also fallen out of the sky, and it had also crashed upon the Earth. The next number in this piece is the number 4. This piece is called S22AID. In the month of November 31st, 2004, I recorded this dream in my dream book. In this dream, I found myself in a heated argument with someone in my home. Then suddenly I heard a great noise outside. I quickly ran to the window. Then I seen 3 jet planes chase a helicopter, or maybe these planes followed behind this helicopter. This particular helicopter I seen in this dream might have been an Army helicopter. This incident took place in the evening, and I have a drawing of this dream as well. As you see here, in this dream, there are planes that I believe were chasing or following behind this helicopter in this dream. The next number in this piece is the number 5. This piece is called section 2, 2 Arrow Dream, or S22ARBD. In the month of March 1st, 2005, I recorded this dream in my dream book. In this dream, I dreamt I seen Arab-looking men inside a car. The car these Arabs sat in was a Cadillac. Next, I sensed these men who sat inside this car waited for a bomb to go off. Then I seen an explosion. And then I observed red clouds and rocks fly into the air. The next number in this piece is the number 6. This piece is called Section 2, 3 Airplane Dream, or S2 3AID. In the month of October 19, 2005, I recorded this dream in my dream book. I dreamt I seen an airplane fly overhead, and I believe this plane flown over my house on Halsey Street. This particular plane I seen appeared to have 2 small airplanes underneath its belly. Or these 2 small objects might have been small bombs. After I watched this particular airplane fly overhead, I heard a very loud explosion go off around my neighborhood. Then my eyes beheld bullets fly past my house window. Then fear invaded my heart. Next, I entered my house and ran downstairs into the kitchen, where I spotted my father place a brown panel upon the house backyard door. Next, I heard myself repeatedly in this dream say, "What to do? What to do?" And I have a drawing of this dream. As you see here in this dream, there's a plane, and I see something underneath this plane that looked like 2 airplanes, or these 2 objects could have been bombs underneath this particular plane inside my dream. The next number in this piece is the number 7. This piece is called Section 2, 1 Asian Dream, or S2 1ASID. In the month of December 13, 2005, I recorded this dream in my dream book. In this vision, I dreamt that I was somewhere around Starlight City, or near the desert part of Starlight City, and Fairfield Towers. I stood upon a road or street, and I seen 2 tall black women with nice long black hair. These 2 black women looked like prostitutes, and these 2 women also noticed me. Next, I seen a black, tall, thin man walk down the street with a bag in his hand. It was nighttime. It felt like a spring or summer night, and for a second or 2, I just stood quietly as I looked up into the night sky, because the sky was beautifully decorated with stars. After I admired the night sky, my attention was now drawn on a big, strange object in the sky. This strange object looked like an airplane and helicopter combo. The front part of this object blew white smoke as it slowly spiraled downward from out under a couple of clouds. Then I sensed the reason why this strange object had blown white smoke into the air is because it probably wanted to camouflage itself within the white clouds as it gently floated downward from the night sky. Then this thing finally landed in the desert part of Starlight City. Next, I seen military men emerge from out of this object. These military men held guns in their hands, and these military individuals ran quickly off their aircraft in order to approach the people who I seen walk around me early in this dream. Suddenly, I witnessed the civilians in this area run for cover. Next, guns were fired from these military men, and I seen a gunfight take place between the men that emerged from this aircraft and a group of Asian-looking people. Then I quickly hid behind a tall perennial bush, and then I seen several grenades hurled over my head. And the last thing I seen in this dream were Asian people inside a room. These Asian individuals were lined up against a wall as if they were about to be interrogated. Then I seen a door which I believe led into an interrogating room. And I have a drawing of this particular dream here. As you see, this is what I noticed. This plane descending out of the clouds or out of the sky, and as it descended out of the sky, it blown white smoke into the air. And then I seen military men emerge out of this aircraft inside this dream. The next number in this piece is the number 8. This piece is called Section 2, 3 Arrow Dream, or S2 3ARBD. In the month of June 11, 2006, I recorded this dream in my dream book. A few days ago, I dreamt that I'd seen a small group of people who might have been Arabs. Next, I seen Arab-looking men gather people from a park. I sensed that these Arabs gathered the people together so they could use these individuals as hostages. The next number in this piece is the number 9. This piece is called Section 2,